All right. Hey, Patrick, how you doing, man? Literally just downloaded it. Haven't done anything with it yet. So we will all find out together. I did watch some video last night, a little bit. So let's give a quick introduction on this game. If anyone isn't familiar with it, this is a great story. Let me turn on my other speakers, though.
Haven't done anything with it yet.
There we go. If you don't know the story behind this, there were a couple of guys got together, decided they wanted to make a Friday the 13th style game. And during the production of that, they didn't have the money for it. They're their own independent group. They weren't behind a major bank or a backing company, anything like that. And they reached out to the creators of the Friday the 13th franchise, and I can't recall the exact reason for it. It was something to do with getting some idea or content of something to that degree. And they said, hey, guys, I'll tell you what. If you want, you can have the franchise. You can have the whole Jason Voorhees rights to the name, the characters. And these guys just really fell into dirt at that point. So they did one of those GoFundMe accounts, made a pretty good amount of money off of that, and were able to, over the last couple of years, put this together. So what I can tell you is this. From watching some of the gameplay last night, this is not the world's greatest video game. Okay, there are a lot of glitches to it. There's going to be, people like falling into walls and stuff like that. We just know going in that this was a GoFundMe account with some guys that did the best they could with what they had at the moment. Now, going forward, there's already talk that they are going to come out with a one-player version later on that hopefully will not necessarily be DLC. It'll just be a patch where all of a sudden a one-person thing can happen. But in the meantime, this is completely online. All players involved are live online. There are no NPCs in this. So somebody will be Jason. Everyone else will be camp counselors trying to survive. And there is a way to kill Jason, but it's extraordinarily complicated, and it's not really the goal of the game anyway. It's just to survive and escape. So let's see what that looks like, because I have no freaking idea what to expect, really. So we have quick play, private match, how to play. Well, we'll definitely going to want to start there. Customize, progression, settings, and credits. Well, what does settings look like? Audio, input, game settings, controller mapping. Well, let's go with controller mapping first. So aim, dodge is our left 2. Attack, use large item is right 2. You can try to block. I don't know how well that's going to work against a machete, but okay. Oh, flashlight. You have to have a flashlight, don't you? It's always the most lethal weapon available to you in these movies. Use small item. Crouch, hold breath. Interact, break free. Use abilities. Scoreboard. Drop item. Inventory next. It looks like a lot of stuff there at once, but once you do it for a little bit, it'll all come to map and objectives. Jason controls. Oh, different controls for Jason, of course. So you still have the map. So you're going to grab them with the left 2. Throw a knife. Hold to aim. Right 2 is attack. Enable abilities. Shift. Stalk, morph. What the heck is morph? I'm sure we'll figure that out later. And the sense. Look, movement, blah, 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 blah. Place trap. Ooh. Vehicle controls. Wait, there's more. We got reverse, forward. We got the horn, because you definitely want to blow the horn, so, like, Jason wouldn't know you're there then. Brake. Exit. Look and steer. Alright, that's everybody. It'll look ugly in the beginning, let's just be honest. There's a lot of controls to try and figure out. Game settings. Rotate minimap with player. We'll say yes, since that's the only setting to worry about. Input settings. Inverted controller look. Inverted. I'm going to say no. Controller vibration, sure. Controller horizontal sensitivity. This is where we get into our aiming. I don't like an overly sensitive controller. But, let me see. There we go. I'm going to bring it down a notch or two. So 1.6. We happy with that? Everybody feel good? 1.6. We're gonna apply that. Are you sure? I don't know. Let me think a minute. Yeah, okay, I'm sure. Hey. Audio settings, master volume, yeah. Music volume, I'm good with that, man. Game output voice in world. Output voice in world. I'm not sure what that means. Mute copyrighted music. We got nose. Alright, well, we're just gonna play this thing. Hopefully it doesn't end up banning my video after the fact for people that don't get to watch live on the live stream. Our progression, badges, I'm sure I have nothing, right? Okay. But there's some of the stuff we're going to try and collect. Jump out of a second story window. Barricade a door. What's that got to do with a pig? Win the match by escaping in the boat. Oh, so you can... Alright. Win the match by surviving the night. So this is almost like a Dying Light kind of thing. Use a hiding spot. Complete a multiplayer match as a counselor. Alright, there's a whole bunch of badges. Hide and seek, destroy, kill a counselor in a hiding spot. Okay, this is going to be pretty cool, I think. And we don't have the tapes yet. Obviously. What do we get to make our peoples? Who's this? Adam Palmer. Now, I'm pretty sure these are based on actual characters from the films, as I understand it. Reduce the rate of fear. Yeah, makes it easier to break free. So yeah, all your little settings here will determine A, your competitiveness against Jason, and B, your stealth and ability to hide from the monster. So, we've earned nothing, I'm sure. I'm just gonna die a lot in the beginning. I can accept it. Wow, 14. Holy cow. Adam Palmero. Eric J.R. La Chapa. So far I'm not recognizing... This guy looks a little familiar. I don't remember which one. I've seen all of the movies. That's the other reason I got this game. I grew up watching these movies, man. I love these movies. I got all the way through Jason Goes to Manhattan, or Takes Manhattan. Once he started going into outer space, I did see it, but remember somebody telling me, well, it's totally unrealistic that he'd end up in space. I was like, yeah, the fact that he survives all these axes to the head and stuff like that, no problem with that. Going into space is just too much, though. Chad Kennington, Jenny Myers. What's up, Jenny? Kenny Riddle. Tiffany Cox. Deborah Kim. Vanessa's back in the beginning here. Grab kills. Oh, sweet. Squeeze until they stop moving. The counselor backwards rips at their face. And again, a lot of these kills came from different scenes in the movies. But I do believe they came up with some of their own, as if that weren't enough to choose from. A head first, body slam right into the ground. Even Jason needs a hug every now and then. He's giving them out for free. The counselor back over his knee. Heart punch. We got, what is this? Pulling off the jaw. Breaking a leg. Crushing the skull. Oh, I'm going to like that one there. Choke the counselor out with two hands. Eye gouge. Alright, we got a variety of bad things that are going to happen to people in this thing. And there are also a whole bunch of different versions. Oh, here you go. Of Jason. So you have the hockey mask, of course. 31. Wow, we got to go a ways. Does it tell you which Jason it is? Alright, so that's part 3, part 9, part 8, part 6, That was Jason Lives, if I'm not mistaken, which I kind of like that one a lot. Yeah, this is part 2. That's my least favorite incarnation of Jason. That's a badass one right there. Part 7, and that's at level 7. I kind of like that one. But that's what we're looking at there. Alright. Would you like to save the updated Jason profiles? Sure, I don't know that I really changed anything, but okay. I'll do my best to keep up with the chat here as much as I can, guys. Just bear with me. It's an awful long save for something I didn't do anything to. Just saying. It's an awful long save for something I didn't do. And once again, I gotta turn the volume off. Jason Goes to Hell. I do remember the title. I know I've seen the movie. Can't quite recall. I don't want to say the storyline because they're all the same storyline. I tell you, the one I actually surprisingly liked was Jason versus Freddy, or Freddy versus Jason. I thought that was actually pretty cool. What is this thing saving? How could it possibly take this long to save data when I didn't really do anything? So one of the things I have noticed online so far watching these videos is that, at least on the Steam version, they've had a lot of trouble with the servers keeping up with the demand. Maybe they weren't expecting this thing to do well. That's kind of one of the reasons why I got it, is because I think it's important that we do support independent gaming companies like this, guys that come together that have the ability to create something like this. We have to support that as best we can. For all these games that they put out, like Tom Clancy's The Division, by companies like Ubisoft that have no business making video games, it's very easy to say that they need to go, but what's going to fill in for them? And we have to bring people up that understand what it's like to be a gamer and a fan of a genre like this, for example. Starting to have a pretty bad feeling that I might have to back out of this thing because it ain't letting me do nothing. I mean, I can do this, but I can't, like, get back to the main menu. I can scroll through that. I'm gonna give it like another minute, I guess. Might have to redo the stream. I hate that. Not a good first impression. You know what? I don't think I did see that one. His soul was possessing people. Kinda sounds like Chucky to me. No, wait a minute. I don't know if I still have I had VHS with Jason Goes to Hell because it's got all the flames on the box, right? It's just been so long since I've seen it. I wonder if that one's on Netflix. Alright, note to self, don't save any profile data ever again, because it seems to be glitch number 1 already. But that's alright, we forgive you guys. Alright, here's the good news, here's the bad news. I gotta close out and restart the broadcast, because apparently this thing is never gonna let me out of this loop, and it's not gonna let me actually start the game. So I will be right back up with the stream in like 2 minutes. I hope you guys will come back and join me, and we're going to get right into the game.